goals. One is to try to keep my district the way we want it to look like, but also to keep my representatives' districts close-knit, because we all represent the same type of area. Again, we go back to the geographical piece of it. I had all the access in the world to Senator Rosenberg. Between our leadership meetings every week, our caucuses every time we had a session, the cell phones, the telephone, the meetings in the offices, I was part of the conversation for our district, and even for talking about some of the representatives' districts since day one. Congressional, it got really difficult. I mean, for so long we had Congressman Over, who went all the way from the west to those of us that were the easternmost part, that we were concerned about who we were going to be lumped in with. I mean, there was a concern that Richie Neal was going to come from the back and represent all of us here, and then there was a concern about, you know, McGovern coming up, and then Nikki Song is coming down. So I had all the access in the world when it came to these maps. But the one thing I will tell you is, the thing that I drove home each and every time was that the needs of North Central Massachusetts are very, very unique. You know, we have urban school districts and we have working farms. We have, you know, we have a train that we need to keep pushing forward on because we have a problem with the tracks, but we also have access to Route 2. We don't really have access to the Pike. So there were so many different reasons why I wanted the district to stay the way it was. I knew I was losing part of my western part of the district because Senator Downing had to come so far east that there was just no way that I was not going to lose something. But I also had to keep that population, and I guess Berlin, they decided, was close enough in population that I could go down south a little bit. But the one thing that Senator Chandler and I wanted was to unite Clinton. We really wanted Clinton to be united because they felt as though that they had been divided for so long that they wanted to have one senator. It wasn't that they disliked either of us, it was just they wanted to be whole again. And that obviously didn't work because the numbers couldn't work. But that was that's been going on for almost a year that we've been working on these